Today on the TMZ Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the TMZ Podcast. I'm Wyld Young. Charlie Cotton is still out. He will be back soon. But I am joined by the one, the only, Nikki Hendry.
I'm like a legend in these
In
streets,
the podcast
right?
streets?
No, just in TMZ. I mean, I've
You
been here
are.
for like 10 years now.
You are like the queen of queens. We don't have a lot of queens around here, but you are.
Why?
royalty,
Don't make me
Nikki.
cry today.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I'll tell the story really quick, but when I first started, Nikki was very like big sister vibes, like helping direct me around. So I have a special place in my heart for you, Nikki.
Oh.
Hendry.
All right, I gotta go. I'm crying.
All right, let's get into some news. Today, we're going to talk about Sofia Vergara. She's basically coming out saying if you are facially challenged, don't get mad at her because she is beautiful and she will be beautiful forever. And that's her passport to Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Armie Hammer's recent fling, she did an interview on the podcast and she gave us
It was a little rough.
a kinky confession about Armie Hammer's bedroom interest.
It gave me the goosebumps.
It was intense. Harry and Meghan, they were out. We saw them. They were at the Bob Marley biopic movie premiere in Jamaica, stepping back out in these Hollywood streets. But first, Tom Holland, he is showing his support for Zendaya and shooting down those breakup rumors. They are together.
Yes, he sweetly supported her on his Instagram story. So obviously they're over, Zendaya's over in Paris for Paris Fashion Week. And she attended one of the shows over there. And there was a bunch of photos that came out with her about her. She's got like a nude hairdo going on with her.
Bangs.
The bangs. And apparently he posted a photo of her on his Instagram with heart eye emojis. And then the next slide was like some professional photographer who took this video or made a video of her using the Gym Class Hero song Cupid Chokehold. Take a look at my girlfriend. And it was just like he said, this song was made for him. So if that's not squashing the rumors, I don't know what is.
Because the streets were talking and there was some speculation going around that maybe they were separated because we hadn't seen them publicly together in a while. However, sources confirmed, of course, sources close to the couple say that they actually spent New Year's Eve together. They didn't post anything publicly, but they've been together is what we're hearing.
Right, but they've been a private couple since the get-go. So like when people say like, oh, we haven't seen them photographed together, I can count on one hand probably how many photographs we have of them together.
Yes, but the big thing was, remember when Zendaya unfollowed everyone on Instagram, including Tom Holland, and everybody was like, oh my God.
But wasn't there rumors that was for like some new thing she was probably going to have to start promoting or like wanted to do or whatever?
Yeah, and celebrities, they do that like
They do weird stuff. I mean, how many times Selena Gomez goes off Instagram and stuff like that?
Once a month. And then she comes back 2 days
maybe
later.
once a week now.
So Tom and Zendaya, they are together, and I kind of love this.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, people keep their stuff private, and they don't really seem like big Instagram people or social media people. Some celebrities really go hard on that front.
Right.
I don't see them being that couple. So like when we see, and here's the thing, I am a married woman. I'm not with my husband all the time. I can guarantee you we have not taken a photo since Christmas. Like, no, maybe my birthday, maybe before that. I can't remember the last time we took a picture. You're not always with your person.
Actually, good point. Let me call your man up right now and tell him. Demand an Instagram post right now.
I need an Instagram post right now. I mean, my husband is on Instagram all day long, but he hasn't posted, I think, since like 2020. I swear. So and she was out with her brother when we saw her. Like, it's not like she's out creeping in the streets with some other guy. And I just feel like, just let them be. Why do we like to hate on happy people?
We do. And I also think that when relationships are private, we just want every ounce and every
it's
detail.
Because we're not getting it.
So we just minding people business. That's what it is. Moving on to another lovely Hollywood couple, Harry and Meghan. They were at the Bob Marley One Love movie premiere. So there is a biopic coming out that is based on Bob Marley's life. Harry and Meghan, they were in Jamaica.
How do we feel about that? The trailer just dropped.
I think it'll be good.
It's always weird. It's always like, I feel hesitant sometimes. It's like 50-50. Like they're either going to do really, really well or it's going to
it'll be garbage. And I think a lot of times with biopics, like sometimes you get the real story and then sometimes you get like the fluffed Hollywood version.
Oh,
like,
I know.
I need to see these stuff.
And it's like, we know Bob Marley's story. We know enough about it. So you can't do us the fluff.
Exactly. But Harry and Meghan were there. The reason why I wanted to talk about this story was because two things. One, I feel like this is Harry and Meghan's like, we know they're in Hollywood now. It's not a secret. We know they want to be celebrities. Yeah. So that's the one fold in this. Yeah. The second fold is Meghan black again? Because it's like she's like let me go back to my people. And then she just
we're gonna go there.
You know what I'm saying? Like she goes, okay, I need support. And she went and got the Negro support from Jamaica. It's almost like she goes, oh, let me go. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
It's
was
like,
thinking that same thing.
because they get a lot of flack when they go to these like Hollywood, like posh
Yes.
events. And Meghan go, I'm
Yeah.
going back to the hood. Not that I'm calling Jamaica the hood, but like it's maybe she.
I mean, you're onto something. I mean,
think
here it says that this premiere marks Meghan and Harry's first trip back to Jamaica since 2017. She also got married in Jamaica for her first marriage. Oh, she went back to her roots.
I'm
when she
telling
was
you.
going through some shit.
I think she just maybe wanted to be around a little culture, a little flavor. I don't know, but if we see Meghan at a BET movie premiere in the next couple of weeks,
And they traveled to Jamaica.
to Jamaica.
To Jamaica.
It is insane. All right. Well, I don't really know. Like I said, I didn't have a real reason for wanting to do this story.
I know.
Except the fact that I go, is she black?
You raise a little eyebrow to that.
I do raise it because I don't think I ever saw Meghan or Harry at the Soul Train Awards, at the BET Awards, at like anything that was predominantly black. So for me, I go, oh, well, look who we have here.
And, you hit it on the nose, too, by saying they want to get back into all of this industry, with film or whatever. She definitely wants to get back into it. I think she's craving she's like, okay, I'm a mom now, but like I need something to do for me, because some moms lose their sense of self. And, she was kind of whirlwind romance with Harry. She kind of got, sucked into something outside of acting.
A little crazy.
And she likes that. She likes being an actress.
I have a question for you. Do you think that Meghan has like a actual chance of returning and being an actress, or do you think she just is now Meghan Markle?
I think she's now Meghan Markle, but I do feel like she can do smaller TV roles. You know what I mean? Maybe not like Hollywood blockbuster films. Maybe like Margot Robbie style or
Okay,
such.
all right. So
but I feel like she can still. I mean, she was known for Suits. That was a TV show, So I feel like she's just Meghan Markle now. I feel like she's a little too big for this.
Okay.
Like
So you mean like Lifetime movie?
No, don't put her on the Lifetime movies train.
That's no shade to Lifetime.
You over here.
I love a good Lifetime movie.
I do
Let me
too.
tell
With
you.
my mother-in-law, we binge watch Lifetime movies. But I was gonna say it's interesting because they were, there was a head honcho for Paramount Studios that walked in with them. Also Nickelodeon. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but he was also there taking pictures with them. They were taking pictures with the Jamaica Prime Minister. I mean, they made their presence known in Jamaica at this premiere.
Literally like kissing babies and shaking hands. It's almost like they were. It was not just a movie premiere. It was like a networking.
It was a networking thing for them. They knew their agenda when they went there. They had some business to attend to, and they did.
Exactly. So my 2 points at the top, proven.
Moving on to the next one.
Moving on. Okay.
Ooh.
Armie Hammer, a woman that he recently dated, she has come out. She did an interview. Her name is Brittany Schmidt. She's a comedian. She did an interview with her friend Brittany Furlong on her podcast. It's called This Is the Worst Podcast. But Brittany Schmidt, the one that was in a relationship with Armie Hammer, she opened up about Armie's sexual interest, which, before we play the clip, is interesting because if you guys can remember, Armie was under investigation in 2021 after his ex-girlfriend accused him of violently raping and abusing her throughout their relationship. Armie was ultimately found. The police ultimately, did not continue on with the investigation. They said that there was no proof that there was a non-consensual or forcible sexual encounter that happened. And now we have this from Brittany, who is not the woman that was previously involved in the investigation. This is a completely separate relationship.
Yeah, they had just previously met recently before they started their fling, and she made it known that they met through the sober friend. So I'm not sure if also Brittany Schmidt is sober and all this stuff was happening sober. I think that's important to note too,
It is.
because I think Armie is sober too.
Mm-hmm. So Brittany opened up. And let me just warn you, if you have children in the car or around, this is not a clip for children. This is a little spicy. So here's what Brittany claims Armie was into.
Like, I immediately was like, we are going to obviously have to talk about the cannibalism. What's up with that? And the way he explained it to me is he said it's a cycle of completion. So he's like, I'm inside of you. I want you to be inside of me. And I'm like,
Jesus.
Yeah, could I just put a finger in your butt? So he does this biting thing where it's like he will push it to the limit with biting. He will go as hard as you let him go with biting.
Did he make you bleed?
No.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't let him. It would get really fucking hard and I'd be like, stop. And he would stop.
There was a lot more to that clip. Y'all played it.
I had to get I was about to say, I had to get the PG
version.
version because she also talks about being branded at one point. So I had to get the PG version.
Yeah.
Because, we're news.
He obviously, in this clip, she goes, it's like a full, like almost, it's a whole podcast that they talk about this. But just the cliff notes is like, she talks about the cannibalism kinks that he has in the bedroom, right? The biting, I want to be inside, you're inside of me, I want to be inside of you, that whole thing. And then also she talks about the branding, which was something that the girl who had, ex-girlfriend accused him of doing was branding. And she also mentions that the branding, which is the little tattoos on her fingers, happened the first night they met. And so it's funny because he had posted on Instagram after all of these charges were, like, he wasn't going to be charged in that, that case with the ex-girlfriend. He said, I'm very grateful to have my name cleared, and I'm so thankful to, like, get back to getting my life put back together after having my name cleared. How are you going to say that?
And it doesn't really seem, I don't really know if his name is cleared. I think this situation is a little complex because in one realm we have, like, what is to believe to be consenting adults in some sexual relationship.
Totally.
And then we have a separate situation where another woman claims that the things that she experienced were by force. And it just, like, I'm not trying to kink shame this dude.
No,
so whatever
I know.
he and his partner decides to do in the bedroom consensually is great. But, like, it's a little weird coming on the heels of such a, like, extreme set of allegations.
Yeah. It's weird too, and you know what? I have to commend Brittany because during her whole story, she was like, "What we did was consensual." Like she was like, "I told him when he was biting me, it was too hard." All the things that she said she experienced in the bedroom with him were consensual. She made that clear. But she's like, She's not trying to shame the other girls who went through this stuff. She's not trying to dismiss their claims. She's not trying to say anything like that. She's like, I wasn't in there. I wasn't there with them. But, like, for me, it was consensual. So I feel you on the whole, like, there's two different consents happening. And, like, it's just, I don't know. You got a girl on a podcast basically saying 6 months ago he was doing the exact same stuff to her that he's gotten accused of in the past.
Yeah.
So
I think he needs to maybe just lay off the kinks. Like, I ain't shaming you for your kinks, but just lay off. Just vanilla, just missionary, just keep it real basic for a while.
I feel like his name is going to be tarnished, though, forever now.
Yeah, it's just, oh, man. Weird situation. Okay, this is my favorite story of the day. Sofia Vergara, she has come out and she said her good looks are her passport to Hollywood. So Sofia did an interview with a Spanish news outlet and she said, basically, like, I'm hot and I know I'm hot. She goes, it would be absurd to deny it or for it to make me feel bad. She continues, my giant boobs and my body opened doors for me. They were my passport to the world when I was 20 years old when I started as a model. I don't hate that.
I don't hate it either. You can't knock her, and I wrote down some of the things, she's always been typecasted as a Latina. And I feel like yeah, when she first came on the scene, I mean, she was discovered by a photographer on the beach. And so she started out in modeling, TV commercials, so she's been typecasted as that beautiful person since she started.
Literally.
But she was the highest paid television actress in 2012.
I remember that.
And so it's like, you can't keep saying, like, she can't keep having to defend her looks for putting her this far into the industry because it has to have something to do with personality, her acting chops, whatever it is that has kept her in this industry for as long as she's been in.
Because there's a whole lot of beautiful people in Hollywood.
There is.
Not
and
everyone
you see them in one movie and then you never see them again.
Exactly. The first time I saw Sofia Vergara was in Soul Plane. I don't know if you remember that. It was like Kevin Hart, one of Kevin Hart's first movies. But you were right. It was like the exact same thing where she's always played the sexy, hot, like super feisty Latina, which is cool. But I love her just leaning into it. Like, yes, I'm hot. Yes, the hotness might have got me into some doors. Yeah. But, like, what do you want her to do?
Yeah, and you know what? I don't want to, like, mention her name because I mean she's what, 51 now? I think she's 51.
Yep, she's 51.
Like she's kind of sick and tired of that narrative of her being like, I just entered this industry. No, she's been here and she's been hot and she's been great. And I kudos to you, Sofia. Go off, girl.
She's basically saying if you ugly, take that up with somebody else. Like
exactly.
Like,
and there's things you could do
to make yourself not ugly. I appreciate people like leaning sometimes into the thing that's like very obvious. Like, it would be hard and absurd for Sofia to deny that, like, she got where she 100%. Was because she's beautiful. Like,
and she's done other things outside of it. She's used her beauty to do other things. She's got a lot of other business ventures. She's gotten a lot of endorsements. I think she was a cover girl at one point. You know what I mean?
She's done everything.
Face a cover girl because she's beautiful. And just because that gives her a leg up, well, oh well.
I mean, we all have a little bit of advantages.
We do, yeah.
I don't really know what advantages I have. Do you have any advantages?
Yeah, I feel like when I started here as an intern, because I was a woman who was like a go-getter and I'm like spicy and I don't really take shit from anyone else, they knew that I can withstand the environment of a breaking news newsroom.
True. Maybe that's my advantage too.
Yeah, I think you don't take crap from anyone. I think you say it how it is too. I think you're a very real person.
They go, we like them a little rough.
We like them a little rough.
We are a little rough.
We are rough. Wow.
Wait, I'm from Philly.
Is this
from...
therapy now? I'm from Chicago.
So that explains it all. All right, Nikki. Thank you so much.
Of course.
This is a lot of fun. All right, and the rest of y'all, we'll see y'all here tomorrow. No Charlie Cotton, but you'll have me. So until tomorrow, bye-bye.
Bye.